What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I guess for the next week, you can call this the Mania Amplified News Center, because as we lead up to WrestleMania, just 7 nights away, this is going to be the place to be for any breaking news, last-minute updates. It's all going to be dished out from this channel. It doesn't matter if it's 8 a.m., 5 p.m., midnight, 3 a.m. You're sound asleep. Videos will be being dished out, sometimes maybe even live. This will be your one-stop source for all things WrestleMania, so make sure you are subscribed, notified, and amplified, because these videos will be being dished out like wildfire. Anytime there is breaking news, man, we are going to have it all right here on this channel, man. It's going to be unlike anything you've ever seen on this channel, and it starts with this unfortunate topic, a video I didn't want to make, but it has been confirmed by WWE late last night, the closing moments of SmackDown, and we can confirm that there are no plans for Mania. What am I talking about? The two major mid-card championships, the IC Championship Intercontinental held by Ricochet. We call him Ricochet for justified reasons, because he is the mayor of Jobberville even with the title. And over on the red brand, the United States Championship held by Finn Balor. Both titles will not be defended at WrestleMania. Both champions will not have Mania matches, at least as of press time. And wait till you hear what they have planned for them next week. Oh, it's a fucking doozy. But even if last minute they get a Mania match, maybe they hear the outcries, the outpouring of support for the titles. Forget the champions, forget Balor and Ricochet for just a second. What about the titles? Because it befuddles BC to think that a company like WWE can honestly believe that their audience can get behind championships that are irrelevant. That a company like WWE can ask their audience to look at those titles as prestigious when the company themselves doesn't even look at the titles as prestigious. So forget the title holders for just a second. The championships alone is why fans are most upset. The booking of Ricochet and the booking of Finn Balor, those are issues all in of itself. But the titles, how did we get to this point? To get to the point that even if WWE hears us, and within the next show would be Raw, so you would be talking 5 nights away from Mania at that point, if they want to give Finn Balor a Mania match. 5 nights away. It's irrelevant. It's a nonsensical match at that point. There's no build, there's no steam, not even a rematch with the Damian Priest at this point. 5 nights away from Raw to Mania. Nobody can get behind that. It used to be you had a storyline going into the pay-per-view, especially for a championship. A feud would stem from a champion and a number 1 contender, a challenger. Right? That storyline would ignite this feud, and it would culminate at a pay-per-view in the title match. These days, these champions can't even get a match on the pay-per-view, much less the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Your 2 major mid-card titles are not even going to be on the line. And even if somebody finally can get through to Vince and say, damn, there's a lot of people pissed off about this title situation, Vince. IC and US not being defended at Mania. Maybe we should make a change. And what, Vince gives them a match with just a few nights before Mania? I know long gone are the days of Ricky Steamboat and Macho Man fighting over that IC title at WrestleMania 3. A nice feud, a nice storyline going into the match, a great match, everybody excited about it, stole the show. I know long gone are the days of British Bulldog and Bret Hart fighting over the IC title, stemming from the family feud, culminating in Wembley Stadium at SummerSlam. I know long gone are the days of the IC titles being held high above, while Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon battle over them at Mania and SummerSlam. I know long gone are the days of the IC title and now US title being prestigious, but damn, you would think that with just 2 months of build, you would give those titles a storyline. a place, a home at WrestleMania to be defended. It's not the case. Wait till you hear what they have planned for Balor and Ricochet next week. And before I even get to that, would it have even mattered? Finn Balor's just getting the United States Championship a few weeks ago. Here we are headed toward WrestleMania in a few weeks, and Balor's getting the United States Championship a few weeks before Mania. That makes zero sense. And over on the blue brand, Ricochet is getting the Intercontinental title just 2 weeks before WrestleMania. So right there, you knew there was no plans for those damn titles, especially not the actual wrestlers carrying the titles, whether it was Damian Priest or Finn Balor with the US strap, or whether it was Sami Zayn or Ricochet. There was no plans for the titles or the wrestlers. And would it have even mattered? These wrestlers are not a light switch. You can't just turn them on and off. Balor getting a title and Ricochet getting a title is supposed to shut the fans up because we've been clamoring for better booking. So is this Vince's way to shut everybody up? Sure, the titles won't be defended, but they're on the people that you wanted to get good booking. And now you're still complaining? Yeah, Vince. They're not a light switch. You booked Balor like trash. You booked Ricochet like trash for the last 2 years plus. And now just because you threw titles on them, we're supposed to all jump on the bandwagon again like everything is hunky-dory? No. In fact, Vince has this canning way, WWE has this insane way of somehow making people with championships even less relevant than they were without the titles. We've seen that in the past with Asuka, for instance. Remember Asuka's women's championship reign? And she had to hold the hand of Lana for several months, and then Charlie Flair came back, so Lana got the boot, and then Asuka had to hold the hand of Charlie Flair, all to try to give them a rub because Charlie Flair and Lana and so many others were not getting the response that Vince wanted them to get. So Asuka had to hold their hand even with a title. Asuka barely had any title defenses. I think Alexa Bliss was the only one that I could remember. Shinsuke Nakamura, just recently with that IC championship. You want to talk irrelevancy? I know he was out of action for about 4 weeks. Everything around that was just irrelevancy. It was no care put into it. It was just to shut everybody up. See? The titles are on Asuka and Shinsuke. This is what you all wanted, so shut up. But no, if you're not going to book them properly, in fact, if you're going to make them even less relevant, then you can take the damn titles. It's not needed. And we're seeing the same thing with Finn Balor and Ricochet, right? Ricochet just last night on SmackDown lost 2 matches within less than 10 minutes. One was a fruit roll-up. Got rolled up by Garza. I don't care about the distractions. I've seen worse distractions at the local supermarket between the cashier and the grumpy old guy trying to get his fucking Raisinets. And Manager Bob is distracting, so grumpy old man gets fucking rolled up by the cashier. I've seen way better distractions. Ricochet looked like an idiot getting rolled up by Garza. And then, just moments later, he gets counted out because his foot was being held. No matter what way you got to the final climax, you still got there with 2 losses. Your champion lost twice in less than 10 minutes in the most goofiest of ways possible and imaginable. And we're supposed to look at this guy as a champion? So I guess deep down, would it even matter, right? Vince is booking them to a point where you wouldn't even want to see him at WrestleMania, maybe. But the point at large is still the titles deserve more respect. They should be looked at as more prestigious. Listen to this, guys. Next week, it has already been confirmed by WWE. This is a confirmation that the title on WrestleMania weekend will be defended not at WrestleMania, but on SmackDown. Next Friday, this upcoming Friday, one day before night 1 of WrestleMania, Ricochet is going to defend his title in a triple threat against Humberto and Angel Garza. That's his Mania moment. That's his Mania match. If you want to see one of the big mid-card championships, you ain't going to see it on the pay-per-view. You got to tune into SmackDown. It'll be in the middle of the show. And I wouldn't put it past Vince to put a new fucking champion, even though it's a tag team that Ricochet is taking on a tag team next week. for the title, for a singles championship. I mean, there's so much wrong in this, you almost want to laugh if it wasn't so damn tragic. Over on the flip side, Finn Balor, if you're wondering what he's got planned for WrestleMania weekend, they're putting him on the blue brand next week as well in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. You know, that's the Battle Royal where anybody who couldn't fit on the main show of WrestleMania, they get thrown in there. It's like a little bit of a consolation prize. I know that if I'm in that company and I get told I'm going to be in that, I'm going to come up with any excuse underneath the sun to try to get the fuck out of that. I'd rather not be in that son of a bitch. You can call me unprofessional all you want. But I don't want any part of that battle royal. I love Andre the Giant. So much respect for Andre the Giant. This thing has turned into an absolute pitiful embarrassment every year. A bunch of jobbers get in the middle of the ring for a trophy that means nothing and will be torn apart or smashed into pieces moments later. I believe Ricochet is actually in the same thing. I think he's gonna pull double duty. Oh, his WrestleMania weekend just got much better. He'll be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal too. But as it stands right now, 7 nights away from the biggest show of them all, the stupidest show of the year, or what is it? Stupendous? Stupendous? It's all the same. It's the stupidest of BC at this point. When Logan Paul can get a match at WrestleMania. Logan Paul. Johnny Knoxville can get a match. Pat McAfee, who I absolutely fucking adore. I love Pat McAfee, but even he has a match. We're hearing that they're going to give a last-minute match to Omos. We're still hearing that. Omos is going to get a last-minute match. But your 2 fucking mid-card title holders, the U.S. champion and the IC champion, can't get jack shit. You're going to throw them in a fucking meaningless battle royal. You're going to put fucking Ricochet on his brand Friday night, the blue brand. You're going to put him in a triple threat championship match against a tag team in which both already beat him in less than 10 minutes last night. This is a pitiful embarrassment, guys. And again, as of now, 7 nights before, it's confirmed. There are no plans at all for Balor and Ricochet to have championship matches at Mania. And they made WrestleMania 2 nights. It's not only just 1 night anymore, it's 2 nights. And they still can't find placement for their titles. And you're wondering why fans are upset and even pissed off? It's because the owner of the company is not understanding how bad this look. Optics-wise alone, why are your champions not on the fucking main show? But what this does for the wrestlers, the morale, the prestige of the wrestler and the title, the trajectory of their career going forward, at this point, Balor and Ricochet are probably better off just abandoning the titles. Because I'm telling you, Vince has this way to make you even less relevant with the titles. Those mid-card titles, he just doesn't care about them anymore, and he hasn't for years. And it's reached the point of absolutely sad. So again, at this point, if he hears the outpouring of rage from the wrestling world, and he understands why that everybody is baffled, does he, on Monday Night Raw, just 5 nights away from Mania, does he make this impromptu rematch with Damian Priest and Balor? And even if he does, would you honestly give a fuck? We've seen it several times. We know it's just an impromptu rematch just to get him on the show. No thought was put into it. No storyline was created. That's not what pro wrestling is based on. That's not the fundamentals of pro wrestling or the titles. Again, I say this the same way I opened this video. I know long gone are the days of the Bulldog and Bret Hart wrestling for that title, and Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels, and Steamboat, and Randy Savage. I get it. But bro, you gotta put care into the championships, man. Your audience will never believe in those titles or believe in the title holders if the company themselves don't. So now, with 7 nights to go, we play a game of does Vince McMahon correct his wrongs and put these titles and the champions on the main show? And even if he does, would you care? Because as of the making of this video, there are 0 plans to put them into the main show. And they're both going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and Ricochet in a triple threat with a tag team on SmackDown. on BC Amplified. This is the Mania Amplified News Center, the Man Station. So make sure you are subscribed, notified, and amplified, because the entire week you're going to be getting updated videos just like this, breaking news videos just like this, man. Anything that happens in the world of pro wrestling as it pertains to WrestleMania, BC is going to cover it. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is, man. Even if you're fucking at 3 a.m. tucked in nicely, cozy, all up in your fucking bed, BC could be hitting you with a video. So always stay subscribed and notified. And more importantly, amplified. Till next time, which could be in an hour, 10 minutes, 4 hours. It's going to be a wild week. One video after the other if need be. But till next time, right here on the Man Station, BC, and I'm out. Check you.